You've been taking Bach Flowers, but maybe you're wondering, are they actually doing something? Because with Bach Flower Remedies, the change is often very subtle. It doesn't always feel like a very dramatic lightning bolt. Sometimes it feels more like a very quiet shift inside you. A little more space, a little less fear, a little more honesty with yourself. So in this video, I really want to share 3 signs your Bach Flower Remedies are working, even if you don't fully realize it. And more importantly, how to recognize these kind of changes that most people completely overlook, so you don't give up on something that is already beginning to transform you. Hi, I'm Michelle. I'm a Bach Flower practitioner and a vibrational healer, and I help very sensitive and self-aware people who feel emotionally stuck understand themselves much more deeply and then gently heal their emotions and their life using the beautiful Bach Flower Remedies. So if that resonates with you, well, you're very welcome to stay. So let's just jump into the signs. Sign number 1, you notice the pattern more clearly. So the first sign is not always that the emotion disappears. It's actually that you start seeing it more clearly. And this can actually feel very uncomfortable at first, because suddenly things you used to do automatically become very visible. You catch yourself in the moment. I'm doing it again. I'm saying yes when I mean no. I'm worrying about something that hasn't even happened yet. I'm pretending I'm fine when I'm actually not at all. And instead of being completely inside the pattern, you are now observing it. And there's a small distance between you and the reaction. And that distance is everything. Because healing often doesn't start with just feeling better. It starts with seeing more clearly. Before a pattern can change, it has to come into the light. And Bach Flower Remedies often work exactly there first. They bring awareness to what was unconscious, they reveal what was running around in the background, and they gently show you where you are going against yourself. So if you're suddenly more aware of your fear, your guilt, your anger, people-pleasing, overthinking, or sadness, don't panic, don't think this is getting worse, because very often this is the very first layer of healing and you are no longer lost in it. You are starting to see it. And that means something inside you is already shifting. Sign number 2, you react differently. So the second sign is that your reaction changes. And this is where things become very subtle, but very powerful. Maybe the same situation happens, the same person says something, or the same trigger appears. But something inside you is not reacting in the same way. You don't explode as quickly, or if you do, it passes faster. You don't collapse as deeply. You don't stay stuck in it for hours or days. You don't immediately say yes just to keep the peace. You don't spiral for 3 days in your thoughts. And what's interesting is sometimes you only realize it afterwards. You look back and think, wait, normally this would have affected me much more. And now there is a pause, a small space between what happens and how you respond. And in that space, you have more freedom, more choice, more presence. And this is where real change begins. Because your life is not only shaped by what happens to you, but by how you respond to it. And Bach Flower Remedies don't numb you. They don't make you feel nothing. They don't remove your personality. They restore balance. So instead of being completely taken over by an emotion, you can feel it without losing yourself in it. And that is a profound shift, even if it feels small. Sign number 3, you make a different choice. The third sign is one of the most powerful. You begin to choose differently. And this is where healing becomes visible in your life, not just inside of you, but in what you actually do. You finally send a message you've been avoiding, or you rest instead of pushing through exhaustion. You say no without over-explaining yourself for 20 minutes. You ask for help. You stop chasing someone's approval. You walk away from something that no longer feels right. You begin to trust your own inner voice again. And what's beautiful is, this often doesn't feel like a huge, dramatic decision. It feels natural, almost obvious, like, of course I'm doing this. And that's how you know something has shifted deeply. Because before, that same choice felt very difficult, heavy and impossible even. And now it feels like it's just the right thing to do. And that's why Bach Flower Remedies can feel very quiet. They don't always announce themselves. They don't create a big emotional high. Sometimes they simply help you come back into alignment with yourself. And from that place, different choices start to happen naturally. Now, here's an important reminder. If you don't feel a big shift yet, it doesn't automatically mean the remedies aren't working. Sometimes it simply takes a little bit more time. Sometimes your system needs a little space to adjust, or sometimes the layer you're working on is deeper and it unfolds more slowly. Sometimes the changes are happening in a way that is so subtle, you just don't always immediately recognize it. And very often we are simply not fully aware yet of what is changing inside of us because we're used to looking for big, obvious results. We're used to measuring progress in a very direct way. Do I feel better? Yes or no? But this work doesn't always move like that. So don't only measure progress by, do I feel completely different? Ask instead, am I seeing myself more clearly? Am I reacting with a little more space? Am I making slightly different choices? Because those small shifts are often the beginning of real transformation. And if you feel like you're a bit stuck in your healing journey, maybe you're not sure if you're really making progress, or you find it difficult to choose remedies for yourself, then I'd really love to invite you to my free masterclass, A New Approach to Healing, Move Past What's Been Keeping You Stuck. Because in that masterclass, we start from the beginning. We approach emotional healing in a way that actually helps you move forward, instead of keeping you stuck in confusion or doubt. So whether you're completely new to Bach Flower Remedies or you've been using them for a while but you still feel unsure, this will give you a real grounded starting point for your healing. And if you're ready to go deeper into this work, to really understand yourself, your patterns, and how to create real change with Bach Flower Remedies, you can also join my course Bloom into Balance, where I guide you step by step through that exact process. And you're always welcome inside my free remedy circle, where we explore this work together in a warm and practical way. I don't know. I hear purring. If this video was helpful for you, I really love to hear from you. Let me know in the comments, because I try to read every single one and it truly means a lot to me. And if you feel like someone in your life needs to hear this, feel free to share this video with them. Because not only are you helping me reach the right people, you're also helping the right people find their way to something that could really support them. And if you'd like to support my channel in a very simple way, you can even just let another video play in the background. Hear from you. Let me know in the comments, because I try to read every single one and it truly means a lot to me. And if you feel like thank you so much for being here. I really loved making this video, and I'll see you in the next one.